Hey there, and thank you for taking the quiz. Now, your quiz results will be landing in your email inbox in about 30 minutes. So in the meantime, let's talk about your results. I'm Thomas Miller. I have over 20 years of experience as a certified fitness and nutrition professional, and I'm the creator of the assessment you just took. And admittedly, I'm a total nerd when it comes to metabolic physiology. Now, based on the information you shared and the little I know about you and your situation, your number one behind the scenes weight loss blocker has everything to do with your hormones. Your hormones are out of whack, and if your quiz results are right, I know what your problem is and I have a solution. It's so new you may not have heard of it yet. Now, even though it's new, this solution has worked for hundreds of women just like you over the past 3 years. And like I said, I've been doing this for more than 20 years, but this new solution is more effective than any of the bootcamp programs or weight loss challenges that I ran in the past. It's called the GH Fast Advantage, but more on that in just a little bit. First, let's focus on you. I'm going to surmise that despite your current best efforts at dieting and working out, that you've been unable to lose the weight and keep it off. Or you have lost some weight, but you've tried so many things that you kind of given up. And it gets confusing, right? There are so many things out there you can try. And if you look at this screen, you've probably tried a few of them, right? Now, intermittent fasting definitely works, but you have to do it right. Now, if you feel like you want to give up and you feel like nothing's going to work for you, let's see if any of these sound familiar. Do you feel hungry even after you've just eaten? Do you crave sweets all the time? Are salty foods, especially fried salty foods, and the bathroom trips? You find yourself going to the bathroom more than ever, and when you go, going more frequently, but then also going more. And this is an interesting one. Are you finding any darkened skin areas around the groin, armpits, or behind the neck? How about unexpected tingling sensations in your hands or your feet? Are you constantly feeling bloated? Have you been bloated since you can remember? Tired, even when you've had plenty of sleep the night before. Constantly fatigued. Always thirsty, even if you drink enough water to power up a camel. If these things are happening to you, now keep in mind I'm not a doctor, but I am a certified expert when it comes to metabolism and the hormones that control it. So you either have full-blown or early-stage metabolic syndrome, also known as insulin resistance. And when it comes to metabolic syndrome, there's a lot of things that can cause it. We can get to that soon. However, when you have it, insulin is the culprit. Your pancreas is releasing so much insulin that you become insulin resistant. And you're not alone. According to a recent study at Healthline, 44% of the women in the United States are insulin resistant and don't even know it. Insulin resistance it's become known as pre-diabetes, which means if you're insulin resistant, you are just one step away from type 2 diabetes. Now, there's many causes of the problem, but let's focus now more on, instead of the problem, how you got it, let's focus on the solution, the GH Fast Advantage. So you will not need any dieting. I do not like diets because they don't work, or pills. And a lot of people think that they need to if I ask you, why do you want to lose weight? Most people are going to say, I want to lose weight so I can be healthy. It's actually the other way around. Before you can actually lose the weight and keep it off, you have to get healthy. And the GH Fast Advantage gets your hormones healthy and starts dropping the body weight at the same time. The primary focus will be, you guessed it, dropping those insulin levels. Because if insulin levels are too high, your body basically loses the ability to burn fat, no matter how much you diet or exercise. And in case you're wondering, insulin is a hormone released by the pancreas. Whenever you eat, insulin gets released, especially when you eat carbs. And its job is simple. Insulin's job is to transport glucose to where it's needed and to transport the unneeded and unused glucose to your fat cells. But with insulin resistance, the cells are unable to accept what the insulin is trying to deliver. So to compensate, your pancreas releases even more insulin. The cycle just keeps repeating, and your body becomes completely insulin dominant. And since insulin is the fat storage hormone, your body is constantly, or let's say chronically, in fat storage mode. That's why your body keeps growing, your belly fat keeps growing, and your metabolism keeps slowing. Now here's what most people do. They go on another diet. And why wouldn't they? That's what the National Nutrition Authorities say to do. Eat less, move more. This is unfortunate because dieting actually makes the problem worse. Dieting and intermittent fasting are often grouped together, but I'm here to tell you they are completely different. Dieting keeps you in the fed state, which means you stay insulin dominant, where fasting gets rid of the insulin and lets you become growth hormone dominant. I'll tell you more about that later. So when you're dieting, you're not only depriving your body from the metabolic improvements that you get with fasting, you also are suffering because you're depriving yourself of calories. Let's say you go from 1,600 calories a day down to 1,000 calories a day. Your autonomic metabolism regulation kicks in, and within a few days, your body becomes very good at functioning at fewer calories. And get this, it's even going to store some of those calories, even though you're eating less, as fat. Like I said, the body is a survival-driven machine, and when insulin is present, it will always try to store more fat. That's why diets don't work, and they never will. I mean, even if you drop a few pounds, you're still storing fat, and you will almost certainly gain those pounds back, and then some. And every diet just throws your hormones more out of whack. And you already know how dieting affects your energy levels and your mood. It's hard to be happy when you're always feeling hangry. But I'm here to tell you, there's a better way. In fact, there are some practical and achievable steps you can take to fix your hormones so you start burning fat like a normal person again. The GH Fast Advantage is a scientifically proven method that combines 3 foundations together. That way we can repair hormones and drop body fat at the same time. Obviously, one of the 3 foundations is intermittent fasting, but not just any type of intermittent fasting, but instead a system specialized just for you that increases growth hormone and reduces insulin and insulin resistance. But this is not a one-size-fits-all solution. But it is the one solution that works for every person and every body. Get it? Everybody. As long as it's personalized for you, your lifestyle, and what your body needs, you can stick to it. Now, recent research has proven that intermittent fasting, done correctly, lowers insulin resistance and gets you back on the weight loss path, even if you've been stuck or off the path for years and nothing else you've tried has worked. But it has to be personalized. Plus, there are 2 other components that must happen with it. And you probably have some experience with one of the components, but the third foundation, the third component, may be a road you haven't traveled yet. But if you want your results, you'll need to travel it now. And if you're ready, I'm ready to travel it with you. Because this is what I do all day, every day. I help people of all ages and all stages of life to bust through their insulin resistance and get their bodies burning fat like a normal person again. Get them on the right intermittent fasting and hormone recovery program. That way their metabolism is working right again. Now, by incorporating the GH Fast Advantage and the 2 other components, I'll tell you about what those are when we talk. And if you're interested in talking. And if you are ready, you're ready to have a breakthrough and figure out this problem once and for all, just click below and schedule a breakthrough call with me. And this is what will happen during the breakthrough call. I'm going to tell you what the other 2 components are. And I want to find out more about you. I want to find out about your metabolic history, what you've tried, what hasn't worked, how long it's been a problem, so on and so forth. I'll tell you all about the GH Fast Advantage and tell you how it will work for you. If I'm certain that I can help you and solve your problem once and for all, I will invite you to join me, and I will guide you every step of the way until you get the results you're after. In fact, I have a results guarantee for the GH Fast Advantage. I only have time in my schedule to do 2 breakthrough calls a day. They take an hour each, and let me tell you, we go in depth. And I can only take 10 new clients per month because we have to keep it personalized. So if solving your problem once and for all sounds good to you, click below and schedule the next available spot. Now, I am positive if we work together, what happens next will be nothing short of life-changing. And I can only make such bold claims because it's already worked so well for so many other people. And in all my years of helping people transform their bodies and lifestyles, this is by far the most effective method I've seen. If you're ready, click below to schedule your breakthrough call. And if not, no hard feelings. The GH Fast Advantage is not for everyone, but it will work for everyone who's ready to travel a different road and get different results with a passionate and experienced leader leading the way.